Welcome to episode 10 of Boston Swap, a Director of Football Challenge here on Boss United FM. Boston United of Conference North and Boston Town of the United Counties League have been switched in the non-league football pyramid. I've taken over at United to hopefully guide them back up the divisions. However, my board have installed a perfect Director of Football to take control over club transfers, scouting and backroom staff. In the first season we won the United Counties League Premier Division as well as the FA Vase. We were promoted into the Northern Premier League Division 1 South East and we strolled through to the league title again. We will enter the Northern Premier League Premier Division next season. We absolutely smashed our nearest challengers on their own ground, Nantwich Town, by 7 goals to 1 in the last video. We even ended the game with just 9 men. We essentially confirmed our league title. We went 10 points clear of them. We've won every game since, except a 1-0 loss away at Cleethorpes Town. With just the one game to play, we have extended this to 23 points over them, and Cleethorpes Town are actually now in second place, having earned 20 points less than we have. We travelled to 4th place Leek Town, who have already confirmed a playoff place. Belper Town should be the 4th entrant in those playoffs. Spalding United have already been relegated with just 19 points, but the other 3 spots are all up for grabs in this final round of fixtures. Big news on the transfer front. My Director of Football accepted a bid of just £18,500 for goal machine striker Mark Bragg. Our captain left to join National League side York City, where he is now earning £126,000 a year, but he has struggled to adapt to the higher level. He'll be a big loss, and I was absolutely gutted when it went through. Just the 2 signings since the last game, both loan players. Left back Mitchell from Curzon Ashton and left winger Banton from Plymouth Argyle. One area we have done very well in is the latest youth intake. Winger Colmore Flynn has entered the squad and at just 16 is in the first team squad already. He is rated by our coaches as a 4.5-star player on current ability and has already scored a couple of goals, one of them a wonderful free kick. He has already attracted interest from Championship side Derby County, so he may not be with us too long. We also had a Swedish fullback come through the ranks, and he's also had some game time. Søren Olofsson. Thankfully, we'd already confirmed the league title before the youth intake arrived, so we've actually had a chance to blood some of these in. Olofsson is also a free kick expert and has scored one already. For the last day of the season, youngster Nick Gorman leads the line with Clive Nibbs ready to deputise from the bench. Civitar continues in goal and has recently signed a new contract for next season. At one stage in the run-in, we had lost 3 senior keepers to injury and had to play a youngster between the sticks. We actually had a run of 4 games with 4 different goalkeepers. Let's go to the game. Right, we've finally reached the last day of the season. We did indeed win the league at home to Stamford. As was hinted at the end of the last episode, we beat them 5 goals to 0. And we've continued to win the games. Let's kick off. Right, an early throw from Olofsson, the Swedish fullback. Mingy picks it up on the edge. Olofsson to go for the cross. No, back to Mingy. To Haygarth, who shoots from outside the box. And it goes straight in. Just 3 minutes on the clock and we've gone 1-0 up. This game doesn't really mean too much. We've won the league. Leek are pretty much going to finish 4th unless there's a lot of goals today in this game. And the one with the team above them. But here we go. Corner. And that's a goal as well. Hilton has just nodded one in at the near post. Olofsson gets the assist. I think we found ourselves another set piece expert just inside that far post. Another long throw in to Gorman. Back to Olofsson, goes to far post, and I think we've got a penalty there. Hilton gets the chance to add to his tally, and he does, straight down the middle. He's essentially our top goal scorer now, since Bragg left. 16 goals now. Straight down the middle. Goalkeeper dived out the way. We're building from the back. Olofsson, he seems to get the ball in every single attack. But they've won it back. Forward, but we get it back and then we give it back to them. Not a game of possession football, it doesn't seem. Zamet coming forward down the right hand side. He shoots, but I think it was tipped wide. No, just a goal kick. And that's half time. 3-0 up. Easy as you like. Leek are supposed to be a really good side. I think I'm going to swap over Gorman and Nibs. They're kind of fighting it out to lead the line at the moment, so I'll give them 45 minutes each. Gorman's not scored. It's now on to Nibs to see if he can do the business. Free kick with Olofsson, goes far post, keeper collects it. Launches it forward towards Reeves. Is he going to get through on goal? No, Mitchell takes it straight off him. But Zamet's got the ball again. Forward to Hinchcliffe, he looked offside, but Sivota saved it. And they have given the offside anyway. Free kick with Walford. It's gone in. Sivota collects it. Can he launch it forward to the left-hand side? He does, but he manages to pick out Zamet. Forward to Hinchcliffe. Shoots just wide. Well, they're doing all the attacking in this second half. Maybe we need to make a couple of changes. We've got just under 20 minutes to go, but they're on the attack. We're going to win the ball back. We'll keep pushing them back towards their own half, and it goes all the way back to their keeper. Mitchell wins it back, and it's with Haygarth. Can he find the ball through, or is he going to go himself? He shoots just wide. We'll look to make a change. I think we're going to bring Agustin on. He can come on for Turner. They've got a free kick, goes to the far post, but Mitchell clears to Zamet. Out to Smith, inside to Babos. They shoot, but it's just gone over. Right, we'll make this final change. I'm just going to bring Neild off. He's on a yellow card, and we'll bring Brendan Nichols on. A regular substitute this season. Right, they've launched the ball forward. It's gone to Shrewsbury. Back to Reeve, but Mitchell cuts out the pass. Back to Sivota. In the midfield with Hilton. Tries to come forward. Gives it to Agustin on the left-hand side. Haygarth's pass was a poor one, and Babos is trying to get through on goal. He gives it to Shrewsbury, however you say that name. But it's gone out for a corner. Far post, and they've scored. Connor Hampson at the far post. Charlie Walford with the assist from the corner. That was way too easy, that was. Just came in at the far post, and it's gone past Sivota. And that's full time. That's the end of the season. Another victory. 3-1 away at Leek. And there we are, sitting proudly on top of the table. We win the league by 23 points in the end. Cleethorpes and Nantwich both finished on 74. And if we look down the bottom, it's Histon, Sheffield FC and South Normanton Athletic who will join Spalding at the level below. Belper secured that final playoff spot as expected. Hilton got the 2 goals. We'll give him a little bit of a pat on the back. And we get £4,000 in prize money. Right, it's time to shift forward to the end of season awards. The overall Boss United 11, if we have a look and see who's been inducted in, so Neild, the centre half has gone in, Mingy, the midfielder, Joe Turner, the inside forward, Agustin, the other inside forward, the youngster, came through the youth team last season, Liam Morris, the fullback, Clive Nibbs is in there, as well as Adam Civitar on the bench by the looks of it. Bragg obviously gets the nod up front. If we have a look at the stats, you'll see he actually ended up scoring 89 goals in 88 games. Closest challenger is Joe Hilton, 107 games, 32 goals. He's basically been a first choice player throughout these 2 seasons. The end of season awards, so Fans Player of the Year. With Bragg no longer being at the club, he's not eligible, so James Neild takes the honours. 48% of the vote, Joe Hilton got 24, and then Jay Mingy on 17. Goal of the season went to Søren Olofsson. The youngster, the Swede, came through in March. Let's have a look at the goal. And it's a free kick. It is a lovely free kick. Many a set piece went straight in this year, mainly from Bragg, but Søren Olofsson gets one there. Young player of the season was also James Neild. If we look at the statistics, top goal scorer in the end of the players left at the club was Joe Hilton with 16. Neild got the highest average rating. Hilton with the most assists as well. Best pass completion went to goalkeeper Fabian Spies. Player of the match awards Joe Hilton. 13 yellow cards for Joshua Gray, but he's only on loan from Cambridge. And then another season where nobody picked up more than 1 red card. Look at the season review. So we lost in the first round of the FA Cup at Bradford City. That's a brilliant effort. First round of the FA Trophy as well. So Cambridge United, they did end up winning promotion from the National League. So we weren't disgraced in that one. They won it pretty comfortably, to be fair. We went out of the Northern Premier League Challenge Cup really early on to Whitley Bay, but we didn't care about that. And obviously we won the league. If you look at the league position graph, there was the odd time here and there where we just were knocked off top spot. I think maybe was that due to games in hand with a cup run, but the match of the season was the match of the last episode. We won 7-1 away at Nantwich Town, and then we had that early defeat away at Histon. Average attendance of 1,400 in the new stadium, and we used 36 players, which apparently is the highest in the division yet again. Expectations for next year, so we're not signing players over the age of 30, and we've got to win the league. Simple as that. Dynamics, so Joe Hilton, who took over the captaincy from Mark Bragg, is now a team leader. Looking at the injuries, so Ben Brazil, who was a player who we brought into the team really early on in the season, where basically he was our only right back fit, but then he got a massive injury. He broke his ankle, and the director of football then brought in 2 replacements. And the players have gone on holiday. In case you're wondering, Nantwich actually won promotion. They beat Cleethorpes in the final. But a last look at the table, 31 victories out of 38, 108 goals. What a fantastic end to the season. Following that defeat away on the 13th of February, we won every single game after that, not conceding more than 1 goal apart from a 6-2 victory away at South Normanton Athletic. I'm not sure it's going to be too busy a summer for the director of football in terms of bringing new players in. A lot of the squad have signed new contracts for next year or are in the process of signing them. I've been watching the director of football offer contracts to some of the players who are out of contract. But it may be that he brings in that talismanic striker to replace Mark Bragg. Or does he trust us to use the youth team? We'll find out in the next episode, which will be the start of Season 3 as we enter the Northern Premier League Premier Division. I can see Hyde United and FC United have been promoted into Conference North, but poor old Boston Town, they suffered their second consecutive relegation, and we won't be facing them in the league next year. This would have been the ideal time for Boston Town to stay up, and we could have had a local derby in the Northern Premier League Premier Division. But it does look like we will be having Lincolnshire derbies with both Gainsborough Trinity and Grantham Town. So we've got those games to look forward to. If you've enjoyed the content of this video, please don't forget to leave a like. And for more videos, please subscribe. Thank you very much for watching.